Welcome back to Mindcheck Media. Today we have part 2 of the top 50 characters list. So, we left off at number 26. So, we're going to be starting with number 25 here.
Drum roll, please.
That mic is not picking up any of that.
That's hilarious. Number 25, we got Han Solo.
Probably high for some people and very, very low for other people.
I mean, the list that we're doing this because I've had him at number 1.
Which is fucking absurd.
Number 1.
I like Han Solo. I didn't really like him as a kid that much. I like Han Solo.
See, this is how I feel about it. Harrison Ford fucking hates Star Wars because of Han Solo. That tells you a lot about this character, right? And there's nothing wrong with his story arc and this and that, but like, dude, at the beginning, he's a piece of shit. And then we get to see him when he's younger in the Solo movie, and he's just a bigger asshole. Like,
oh, is he gonna count that? Yeah. No, another recast that I fucking hated. I hate recast. Yeah, I don't know. Han's a good character. Fuck this motherfucker in Battlefront. He pisses me off. I hate his little like dive roll that he does. But Han's weird because I think the times that I've liked Han the most was in a book. And so I don't know if that really matters.
the Legends book you read?
Yeah, the Legends book I read. I think I like Han the most in that. And even at that point, him and Leia already seemed like they were going to get a divorce.
Yeah, I haven't read that book yet, so.
Yeah. Han's still a good character, though. Obviously,
yeah.
The Falcon is elite. And he's just he's a character that I never hate seeing. He's just a dick sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, to be honest, I don't hate the Solo movie. I don't love the Solo movie by any means. I think it's a fun little watch, whatever. But yeah, I mean, it's Han Solo. Like, he deserves to be on this list for sure. Clearly, he's in the middle of this bitch, but. Yeah, I mean, it's Han Solo. He's not the best guy. He's not the best character in the world, but definitely not a notable character.
Iconic blaster too.
Oh yeah, I love it.
All right.
Okay, moving to number 24.
Boba Fett. This picture is the most aura he's had since episode 5. Yeah.
And that lasted 2 milliseconds.
The problem with Boba Fett is that if they never made the Boba Fett show, he would be probably higher. What?
For me personally, I don't think that. Yes, the Book of Boba Fett, obviously, trash for him, didn't help him at all. I kind of am not as high on Boba Fett as everybody else is.
I mean, he's just a walking menace.
I get that. But then when he dies, because he doesn't, in the 6th movie, the way he does to blind Han Solo because of his jetpack, which is ironic that he died of his jetpack and his dad low-key died of his jetpack malfunctioning. Kind of crazy. I don't know if that was like intentional or not, but no, George Lucas and Star Wars probably. But I don't know, man. I wanted so much more from Boba Fett, and obviously we have that in Legends and everything else. But
well, you also gotta remember young Boba Fett,
and even low-key fat Boba Fett in the Mandalorian. In the Mandalorian, he's pretty badass.
Yeah, he was just Tamora Morrison was just too old and too fat.
Yeah. It's just his age and everything, but I respect Boba Fett. And he definitely deserves to be here. So
yeah, and honestly, like, it's kind of underrated how good he is in the Clone Wars as like a kid. I think I like him as a kid more than what we got to see as
with him as an
The only
adult.
thing that sucks is I wish he would have had Mandalorian armor as a kid. Obviously, like the fit, like he would have had a different one from his dad's, which is tough. But like it'd have been cool to see him wear a Mandalorian helmet at least as a kid.
I mean, I really like the I don't know. I really liked him as a kid. I liked how he infiltrated like the clone cadets shit and all that stuff. He started his own bounty hunter guild almost, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. I don't know. I liked him more as a kid than as an adult, to be honest. And maybe I'm just missing the point in canon, but like, I don't know. Obviously, in Legends, we have him in Legends, and that's just crazy as it is. But like, I liked him more as a kid, and I think that has more weight for me than anything. But I do respect Boba Fett. Everybody was scared shitless of him. There's the talk that Darth Vader kept hiring Boba Fett because he sounded like Captain Rex, which makes me want to cry.
Also, elite
elite
blaster. His rifle is elite.
Yeah.
We had a toy of it when we were kids, and that was like the go-to.
Yeah, I think we still have it.
I
think it's still at Mom's house. I think it's still at Mom's. Kyle used to play with it.
Yeah. So, on to number 23. And here he
Back to the Bad Batch character. Here at number 23.
This is probably going to be the most surprising thing on the list for most people.
As high up as he is, probably.
Dude, I mean, just look at the aura, though. The fucking
you have a
costume,
character.
The fucking tattoo. Sorry, go.
You're good. You have a character that doesn't execute Order 66 because of his inhibitor chip. He execute Order 66 because he wanted to, and he followed the order. Absurd storyline. Are you kidding me? Like, going against his brothers and everything that he's ever known and loved, willingly to just do it is wild to me. Yeah. Willing to kill. At the beginning, willing to kill Hunter and everybody. Didn't matter. Willing to kill people because of the order. Just absurd. Just to wrap back around. I was really hoping for a sacrifice. I've stated this multiple times. I don't know what it is with the Bad Batch. I wanted everybody to die, basically. I really did. I wanted it to be
I think it was like a nice turn to not just have to kill everybody. And in their they don't affect the story enough that like they're not an all-wielding Jedi that can like legitimately change the story. Like if they live their days out just like hiding out with like Omega up until the rebellion, but they're too old to be in the rebellion, like I'm okay with that. Like and it's not that we didn't see anybody die. We saw a death. So I think he was probably the least expected death, but that's why it hit so hard.
Yeah. And then, obviously, Crosshair going through the moment where he realized everything he did was just wrong. Crazy comeback. That's why I wanted the death. I wanted the death because of that. Like, normally, in a story where you have, like, you did something terrible, you usually wrap back around, and it's like, okay, like, you usually die for some significant reason. And they didn't do that with him. And, sure, it was a happy ending. Also, what I didn't like about the ending of the Bad Batch is that they didn't show anybody else other than Hunter. So that was kind of weird when Omega went to go fight with the rebellion. I don't know. Off topic of the character that we just... But Crosshair's fucking awesome. Never missing a shot. Except for against Hunter. Couldn't get Hunter down.
Yeah, I might have been a little bit on purpose. But
maybe. I don't know. He seemed pretty adamant about not giving a shit at that point.
Yeah, but that's the thing with Hunter. Part of Hunter's abilities, Hunter could probably fucking sense it and move.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I love Crosshair. I think Hunter's my favorite. Crosshair is definitely right there as well. I think he was written significantly better than any other character.
Yeah, dude, and like his story arc was really well, and like I think another thing that carries him a lot is that, um, is his name D. Bradley Williams? D. Bradley Baker? What's his name? Fuck, the dude who plays all of the clones in the Clone Wars. I know he talked about these characters obviously because he plays every single one of them, but like they all have super unique voices that match their character, but there's something about Crosshair's character specifically that the tone of voice and what it sounds like just makes you feel of like reminiscent of like a war movie of like that sniper, that guy who wants to be alone, who doesn't want to see the joy in things and just wants to follow orders and go home and be like he hits that so hard, and then for him to struggle the most out of everybody with the inhibitor chips, and then for him to realize it like too late and find his way back, and it's just it was so
it's elite writing.
Yeah,
top tier. Yeah, I was going to mention the voice. Love the voice. Fits with the character so well. You described it perfectly. So, yeah, he's number 23. Probably shocking on this list being this high, but dude, we were looking at everybody. I'm like, God, he's written so well. His biggest downfall as well. Not as impactful to the story.
Yeah. Well,
that's the bigger thing.
That's kind of the whole thing with the Bad Batch is like their thing that they did impactfully. We don't even know how impactful it was because they're not going to make anything else around it.
Yep.
So,
with that being said,
unless they somehow connect it with the cloning, but we can move on.
Yeah. Moving on to number 22. Plo Koon.
Daddy Plo. You knew he was going to be here at some point, guys.
The most underused character.
That's exactly what I was going to say. The most underappreciated, underused character, maybe in all of Star Wars.
You have a character design like his. You have the power that he possesses. You have a council member, top tier council member. If I'm not mistaken, he's the only one to ever best Yoda in combat, right?
Yeah, Anakin kind of like they outmatched him and Yoda like kind of like outmatched each other. Plo Koon actually won a duel, like a sparring duel against Yoda. Like
he's the only one to ever do it.
Yeah, like not even Mace Windu has ever beat Yoda in a duel, and like that's insane. Dude, I can't tell you how much like we just I know we talk about it all the time, but the love of a character, the voice, the look of a character, the outfits, the unused abilities that we don't get to see with Force judgment, his connection to the Council, to Obi-Wan, to Ahsoka and Shakti. Like I feel like there's tension a lot between Council members and Jedi just in general, and like I don't know if a single person disliked Plo Koon. And I don't think there's a single person who's a fan who disliked Plo Koon. Now, especially when Yoda has his issues with being the Grandmaster and making decisions, and people blame him, XYZ. Mace Windu, obviously, the way he treats Anakin. No one hates Obi-Wan, but it's fucking Obi-Wan. Ki-Adi-Mundi is like I feel like everybody at one point hated that motherfucker. So, like, there's definitely like he's in this weird spot where he's so interesting and so unique, yet we still like we could do a movie, a show, and 3 books, and I don't think we'd have enough, and I don't think I'd get tired of him.
Yeah, very true.
I will say also though, I have seen concept art of what this dude looks like without his breathing mask on. Disgusting. He loses 100,000 aura points, but yeah, dude. I've always been captivated by him, and he's always someone that I don't know. I just really liked ever since I was a kid. So
yeah. Moving on to number 20.
Jairus. This scene made grown men cry.
The scene made every motherfucker ever cry.
Yeah.
I was watching this one time, and my fiance has this, she's watched the majority of Star Wars with me. Hadn't seen it until she watched it with me, and she has not watched Rebels. But I was watching it, and she saw me watch this like scene, so she's spoiled. So it sucks. Granted, she probably doesn't really remember, but she was like, "Damn, that was really fucking sad." And she was like, "Why did his eyes like light up?" And I'm like, "Because he was blind, and the Force granted him the chance to see Hera again for the last time." Just absurd, dude. Like one of my favorite characters. He's one of my favorite characters. The embodiment of what the Jedi should have been.
Yeah.
Right there. That's what he is.
And something about Kanan that's interesting is he's actually like a very non-powerful Jedi.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy that he is like probably second or third. He's in the top 3 for probably the most like you said, like best example of what a Jedi should be. And out of the 3 that I'm thinking at the top of my head, he's the least powerful of the 3 of them. Actually, I would say top 5 because like I'd throw Obi-Wan in there, Qui-Gon, Plo Koon, Kanan. Probably some of the most exemplary Jedi like ever, and he's weaker than all 3 of them. And his story of Order 66 that they then had to show us for some fucking reason.
Oh my god. In the Bad Batch, the first episode, we literally watched that shit and we knew what was happening, obviously, because in Rebels he talks about to Rex about how they just turned on them and just gunned his master down, and then they show it to us how many years later? Fucking
10,
20, not even 20, but like 15 years later we get to see it, or whatever it was. I don't know. Ridiculous. We literally were watching that, we paused it for like 10 minutes because it was like, what the hell? We didn't even finish it yet. We were like, what the hell? We do not need to see this. And then we finally played it and watched her get gunned down. And it was like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
Like, didn't cry, but like heart thumping watching it. Like, ridiculous. Love Kanan. He definitely deserved to be on this list. Yeah. So,
instead of he's something that it's not wise beyond his years, but wise beyond his power.
Yeah.
So, 20.
Moving on to number 20.
We have Chopper, Mr. War Crimes and Criminal himself. I mean, dude, the most expressive droid of all time. A very good sounding droid too. I like the sound of his beeps. If that isn't weird to say.
I like his little arms.
His little arms, and dude, I mean, he's here for a reason. He's the second best droid in Star Wars.
One of my favorite scenes with Chopper is early in Rebels, where they infiltrated like a base or something, and then a droid was with them, and they like kind of saved the droid or whatever, and they're like, oh, the droid's gonna come with us, and they're like flying in the air, and then Chopper just kicks the bitch out of the ship, and he just falls to his fucking death. It's like fucking hilarious. Like, he said, fuck that, I'm the fucking droid. Yeah, nobody else is here.
There was no fucking reason. Yeah, dude, fuck this guy.
Dude, I saw this thing one time, it was a while ago, it was like talking about Chopper's kill count being like absurd. And I just think it's ridiculous. Like, the funniest droid, like you said, second best droid. Love Chopper, love him to death.
Yeah,
so
he's he somehow is just as captivating than the rest of the fucking Ghost Crew. Like,
yeah,
he's.
Speak.
Go ahead.
No, you're good.
Yeah, dude, he's like he almost like if they don't have him, they're like not the same as what they like would be. Like it's kind of crazy to think about. Like,
yeah,
he kind of makes the Ghost Crew whole.
I agree. He's a part of the family. Speaking of the Ghost Crew, we were talking about in the last episode, if you recall, there's some characters that got lumped together, and we're right back at it again with Ezra Bridger as our number 19. I chose this picture because I thought it was funny, and it just is the lightsaber, dude. The lightsaber blaster, like, just iconic as hell. Something just totally fucking different than what we've ever had before. I think it's crazy.
Yeah.
But Ezra going from the little, like, I don't know what to say without it sounding fucked up. The little boy that didn't. I was gonna say something bad. So the little boy that didn't know how to interact with people, how to live without like stealing. Even from when he becomes a Jedi, making a lightsaber with a fucking blaster on it, to becoming the person he becomes in season 3 and season 4 to save everybody the same way that Kanan does. To move even further into the future for what we're gonna see in Ahsoka. Like, just the character development, absurd. For a character that was just supposed to be likable for kids.
Yeah, I mean, dude, he's just... I never, in my wildest dreams, when we first started watching Rebels, was like, dude, this is going to be so good, and I'm going to love these guys. Like, it never even crossed my mind that something of this type of Star Wars, like, type of show, where it was built even more for kids, and they immediately went, yeah, fuck that, we're just going to start making crazy shit, make you fall in love with these characters, and then make them make very hard decisions. With him, like I like he's the Aladdin of Star Wars. He's poor and alone and a kid and has to steal, and then he finds the person he finds the people that become his family. And I know one thing about Ezra that I always really liked leading up to when Kanan dies is that he always shows you that he's a kid and he isn't ready to make the best decisions. I know one scene that sticks out a lot is when him and Kanan are on an Imperial base, and he starts to tell Kanan, he's like, God, can you feel that? He's like, feel what? He's like, yeah, I sense it too. And he's like, you feel the cold. And it was because he could sense the presence of Darth Vader coming towards him. And obviously Darth Vader. I mean, it's Darth Vader. But to have someone like within the Force and be young to explain it that way, just like that scene probably is like the number one scene that, like, in a weird way, that I think about with Rebels and like how the Force works and who Ezra is as a character. Like, I don't know why that scene like captivated me so much, but for just him to describe it that way, and then for them to try to hold him off and end up escaping and stuff, and
dude, one of the hardest things ever is when they throw the TIE fighter at him, and then Darth Vader picks that shit up. It's like, yeah, you motherfuckers want me to try? Crazy. Yeah, what you were saying, I think the writing around Ezra, for it even being a kid show, the writing, phenomenal. It's like, why is dialogue, like, it sounds so simple, just explaining it that way, like, do you feel the cold? So simple, but like when you think about it, and you think about it from the perspective of Star Wars and the Force and it being like not real, and in this imaginary galaxy and world, and you think about dialogue like that, it really captivates like how different it is with such simple words. And I love that about the show. Like, yeah, you have the Clone Wars that started out for kids and clearly did not go that way. And then you have Rebels that does the same thing, where it's like it started really for kids. And then like it still stays for kids throughout a lot of it, if not all of it. But they still like explore it a little bit more further from just being a kids show. And you get scenes like that where even if it is geared more towards kids, it has a deeper meaning than what is just the cold. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I love about it so much.
It was such a useful explanation with so much weight.
Yeah, and then just the oh shit moment. Darth Vader's here.
And
kids seeing that, like,
was them to not really know who it is.
Ezra had no clue, obviously.
It's even crazier because Kanan probably knows exactly who it is, which is even scarier to think about.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
moving on.
Number 18.
18.
I forgot how grouped these were.
I was telling you, they're grouped. The guy that can know your battle strategy based on artwork from your home world.
Dude,
what the fuck is that?
He is one of the scariest, like genuinely scary characters. Like, he's so terrifying. And then on top of the fact how he looks and acts, he then speaks, and I don't think there's ever been panic in his voice.
Like, yeah, if we see it, it'll be like in Ahsoka, and that still hasn't happened. Oh, I mean, Heir to the Empire, but like that still hasn't happened. Like, he's still just calm, and it's scary because you don't know what the hell he's gonna pull out of his ass, dude. Like, he's so intelligent. He shows you that you don't have to be physically anything, even though he kind of is low key. Very good at close combat, actually, kind of bullshit. But no, just intelligence in a person takes you a long fucking way.
And what's crazy about him, and this is some backstory, is that I think we've talked about on the show before how the originator of Dooku, that Dooku is like speciest. Well, the Emperor was speciest too, and I'll explain. So I don't know if this is a real term, but speciest in the way like if there's a bunch of like humanoid speaking, like Thrawn's obviously not human. Look at him, he's blue. But being speciest, like being human and being like prejudiced against other species, like Dooku thought that the human species was like superior to the other species, and then also Jedi were superior too, but or Force users, but the Emperor was also speciest. Grand Admiral Thrawn was the only Grand Admiral in history who was not a human, and it was because of how intelligent and how smart he was. Now, I will say, I'm saying that definitively. The last time I knew about that was the case. They make new shit all the time, though, that could not hold up anymore. But at one point, he was the only one.
Yeah. I love Thrawn. I was just... Yeah. Love Thrawn. Great character. Yeah. Fucking menace. Absolutely absurd.
Yeah.
So... Moving on to number 17. One bad motherfucker. Mace Windu at number 17.
Dude, I fought with this one so much because he literally could be 10.
Yeah. But like you said, fucking like in the last video, you were like 8 through fucking
like 25.
Like 25 could have been interchangeable. Like, it was kind of ridiculous. And then like 25 through practically 50. And it's like, yeah, we say these characters are where they're at and like this one's better, but like at the end of the day, we could probably remake this list in like 2 years, not looking at this one, and it might be very different. We also have characters that don't have completed stories, so when they're completed, that's going to change stuff. Mace Windu, Samuel L. Jackson wants to fucking play Mace Windu still. Wants to have like stuff after Order 66. If they're going to do it, they have to do it like now, like right now.
If they recast Mace Windu, I'm going to be pissed.
There's no way he'll allow that to happen. He would have to be
if he's dead.
Oh, he'll have to be. Well, he'll have to be because he'll fucking. I don't know what he would do, but turn into a bad motherfucker. Yeah. So as a kid, dude, I hated Mace Windu. I fucking hated this dude so much. So rude to my boy Anakin.
And here's the thing. I don't really think he was. I think I've completely turned around my thoughts on that in the sense that, like, I don't think he was... I think in a weird way he was... He had this feeling about the prophecy that there was, like, that chance it was misunderstood. And in a way it was. Like... Him and Yoda started to believe that even like a little bit later than him, and then we hear him make that like line in the third movie where Mace Windu's like, the prophecy says, and Yoda says like, misread it. How does he say it?
Misread it may have been.
I was gonna say, is it may have been? Yeah. I think he knew. I think him and Yoda being Grandmaster and basically Grandmaster 2 knew deep down that the prophecy meant the balance of the Force by not having these factions of Sith and Jedi. I think weirdly deep down he knew that, and he knew that Anakin was the one that was going to do
it. Yeah, I mean, the prophecy literally says, with the destruction of many Jedi. I think at one point it says that.
Yeah, like, I mean, I think there's different versions of the prophecy and different lengths of it. It's been around the block.
But basically, at the end of the day, like kind of like with the theory with Darth Bane, like he's gonna eliminate all of the Sith or the dark side users to hone the dark side to himself. And low key, when you have 2 Sith Lords and then you have 10,000 Jedis running around, the Force is out of balance pretty drastically.
Yeah.
And Mace Windu probably had this thought this whole time, like, damn, this is wrong.
Yeah. So I like, and he was right. He was right to not trust Anakin, and that's the crazy part. Like, as much as Anakin's story is sad, maybe not all his fault, and his fault. Like,
I don't think he had the right to not trust him.
That's the thing, is the moment he trusted him is when he turned on him, and it's exactly why Mace Windu had those like premonitions of it. Like, there's a reason he felt that way. There's a reason why Yoda had this weird connection where he would kind of shoulder Anakin or put him away unless they were alone. To where Yoda didn't make to him and for everyone else make it seem like they only cared about the chosen one or the supposed chosen one. And when Mace Windu finally let his guard down and accepted what was going to happen, it's almost when Mace Windu accepted it that's when it really happened. And yeah, I would love to see a full-on fight between, like, in this scene right here, if Anakin slashes down at his saber instead, I would love to have seen Anakin and Vapad Mace duke it, because, I mean, Mace just beat Palpatine in one-on-one fight. Like, combat. Like, that's such a crazy feat in itself.
Yeah, his feat's absurd. Yeah, I mean, that alone what you said, defeating Sidious, like he could have done it. Could have ended it. Yeah, just nuts. Moving on to number 16.
Princess Leia. She's a weird one too because I think she's so good in the movies as is. And she only gets better when you read and watch more things. Like, she somehow is way better in Legends. I don't even know how it's possible. Like, dude, she's like, and this is what I was kind of saying in the last episode we did with like Padme, like such like a very inspirational like woman character and a main character. Like, it feels so natural because of how good of a character she is, and that might be taken the wrong way. I don't know how else to say it, but yeah.
Yeah, very, very strong woman. And then, yeah, like you said, the Legends versions of most characters are better, but Leia specifically, being a Jedi, having 15 fucking kids that are all powerful as hell, leading the New Republic, like, just insane. And then in canon, you have her seeming like the helpless princess, but just the complete opposite of that. Ridiculous. Where she's the most important character, the key to like practically everything happening. Absurd.
Yeah. And, I mean, Slave Girl Leia.
Yeah.
Cad Bane.
Cad Bane at number
turned
15.
it too quick on me, man.
Yeah, I didn't mean to hit the button.
Cad Bane.
Cad.
I mean, dude, the hat alone is dripping with aura. If you could pull that hat off, you're fucking dude.
Cad Bane is my favorite bounty hunter.
Yeah.
Love the way he talks. He's scary as fuck. Just listening to him talk. As much as they did some of the design wrong in live action, dude was still fucking scary in live action. He's fucking scary. His hat's fucking awesome. I love the way his blasters sound. The sound of his blasters, top tier sound in Star Wars, I think. He's got fucking jetpacks on his feet.
Yeah.
Literally insane.
Cad Bane's a little weird though with the live action because I feel like he is scarier in live action, but that makes him look goofier. Does that make sense? Like, he looks more disgustingly scary due to the massive teeth, massive face, and big red eyes that, like, even bigger red eyes than he has, but somehow, like, made him goofier. I don't know. Like, he
I kind of see that too.
Character that, like, never should have been live action, but his like, I feel like every single season there's like 2 or 3 episodes that involve Cad Bane. And dude, they're just elite episodes. Him stealing holocrons, elite. Him stealing Force-sensitive babies. Well, that's not elite, but you know, it's an elite episode. And dude, probably the episodes I like the most with him, the ones where Obi-Wan fakes his death and they go through those trainings, exercises, and kind of tryouts as a bounty hunter. Those are fantastic episodes, and Cad Bane's just great in them.
Yeah. I don't know if it's Legends or what, but I'm pretty sure Cad Bane's like second best bounty hunter ever to Jango Fett. Like, at least at the time.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. They were like number 1 and number 2. Yeah, just absurd, dude. The aura around him is nuts. I love the old Western, like, cowboy, like, aspect to it. Love that. Yeah. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, dude. The fucking, those tubes coming out, dude. Oh, dude. He looks so dope.
Yeah.
Alright. Number 14. Chewie. Chewie was weird because I think when he finally got mentioned, he was probably mentioned around 30 to 35. And then we had to scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll, moving him up and up and up the list. And then we got to a point where I'm like, where is this going to end? Is he just going to be in the top 10? And he did fall a little short. He ended up at 14, which is absolutely insane for a character who's kind of never been the main storyline of anything.
Yeah.
And go ahead.
I think the meaning of what he means to the characters within the story holds so much weight. It's absurd. Like, he means so much to literally everybody involved all of the time in the story. And like you said, he's not necessarily the main center of attention, but he's always there. And he always makes a huge impact in what's happening.
Yeah.
Likability of the character is phenomenal. He's got your back no matter what. His bowcaster is fucking awesome. Even Han Solo realizes that. He's like, ooh, I like this.
Something about Chewie that's interesting too is that, like, ever since A New Hope's came out, like, he's been kind of regarded as this, like, man's best friend, as this, like, animal dog creature. It's kind of funny, though. I've been seeing stuff lately, and I think it's been a thing for a while, but people talking about how, like, it's actually human's best friend to a Wookiee, where Han Solo's actually kind of the pet dog in the relationship of them. Like, Chewie's kind of the adult in that situation. And I've actually seen it, like, it's kind of weird because, like, Wookiees are a very well-respected species, and they're very intelligent, to the point where the Empire actually goes to Kashyyyk and tries to wipe out the Wookiees. Like, they're very intelligent, they live a very long time, and they're, like I said, like, the man's best friend joke is kind of Han's the best friend. Even to the point where when we first meet Chewie and Han, when Obi-Wan starts talking, he's not even talking to Han. He immediately starts talking to Chewie. And now, to be fair with that, was, as a Jedi, they knew Wookiees pretty well. They were on and off Kashyyyk a lot, and there's probably a chance Obi-Wan even knew who Chewbacca was. Like, Chewbacca was high up in the Wookiees even then. So, he's just a very interesting character. And honestly, like, I would love to get more stuff that's just about Chewie. But
yeah, I would too. Number 13 on our list.
General Grievous. Enough said. This pig
I remember. Yeah, I remember seeing the first time he ignited all 4 lightsabers as a kid, and just shitting my pants.
I think the best story about General Grievous in his entire expanded anything was the story about him and the very first time he fought Mace Windu. It was the first and the very last. And the reason why is that basically General Grievous is a fucking he's a cyborg, technically. He's half species, half fucking robot. They kind of show him moves and then he can just replicate it. So he learns like all 7 lightsaber forms. So that's why he can fight and kill these Jedi so well, because they switch, they're in form 4. He'll just switch to the form that defends 4. And then if you switch to a defensive form, he'll just switch to an offensive. Like, he absolutely just counteracts everything you do. And what's weird is that when he fought Mace Windu for the first time, Mace Windu realized how, like, strong he was. So he kind of started to tap into Vapad. And he started to replicate moves that are only done in Vapad. And it terrified Mace Windu that he actually, like, abandoned and, like, lost the fight. He, like, abandoned the fight to where General Grievous wouldn't learn a lot of the moves that are used in Vapad, which is fucking crazy.
Also, why General Grievous has his cough that he has, because Mace Windu decided to crush his fucking organs and get away from him, because he was like, "Fuck that." Yeah, Grievous, absurd. Yeah, like ridiculous. The abilities that he has as a non-force sensitive being, literally ridiculous. And then he's a cyborg on top of it. Literally can just fix his body up whenever.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. We just covered the Grievous Lair episode not that long ago from the Clone Wars. Grievous Lair is scary as hell. I think there's shit in there that we didn't see that's scarier. I bet there is.
Yeah.
I don't know, like, it's a scary thought to go explore that even more. Okay, so moving on to number 12. Number 12 on our list. I think one of the most slept on characters in Star Wars.
Part of her issue is they keep extending her story, and it's not making her character better. It's kind of just washing her character out.
Well, now it is.
Yeah.
And I now it is with Tales of the Underworld. I didn't think that until Tales of the Underworld. And then the Bad Batch, like, I don't even understand what that was.
Yeah.
Kind of don't really explain that either, but outside of that, phenomenal character. You see her... What were you going to say?
Oh, I was just saying, I was terrified of this bitch when I was a kid. I was terrified.
I was too.
Did she so, like, and at the time I didn't know, but, like, so, like, seductively evil. And I don't know. And then her and Obi-Wan have some weird scenes, dude. And Obi-Wan's kind of in on it, too. I think he kind of wanted him some ventures sometimes.
You know, I've talked about it on the episodes before, but back-to-back characters that I have reoccurring nightmares for.
Yeah.
Kind of ridiculous. Grievous, I'll have this scene where I'm in this room and it's like pitch black, and he's actually the 2D animation version of him, and all I hear is his cough and his laugh, and he's just crawling around everywhere, and then he'll just like show up, and for some reason there's just like he like pops up upside down and he's got this light on his face, and then he just like laughs in my face, and it scares the shit out of me, and I wake up every time. And then Ventress, I have this scene where she becomes a bounty hunter in the Clone Wars. It's this dream where she's a bounty hunter in the Clone Wars and I'm her bounty for some fucking reason. And so at her parents' house, I'm in the living room and there's this huge ass fucking window. The one wall is practically a whole fucking window at my parents' house. She just dives through the window, slashes through, and then just starts swinging at me with these fucking dual lightsabers she has. And then somehow we get to the staircase to the basement. I get pushed down the staircase to the basement. She's fucking down there immediately, just starts slashing at me again. And then underneath the basement stairs, for some reason, there's just, the ground is like cut off, and there's just water in the ground. And I fall into the water because she force pushes me against the wall. I slam into the wall, fall into the water, and then she just starts slashing at the water, and I'm like low-key drowning, and then I just wake up every time. I don't know why, but those are the two dreams I have. Anyways, back to the characters. You have her start with being like this bad guy that's an assassin, and you're just like, I don't understand why she's an assassin. The rule of two exists. What's going on here? And that's why she's an assassin and not necessarily a Sith, or and you have her journey to where she starts to get so powerful that Darth Sidious is like, what the hell is going on here? Like, you're not like making this bitch to be able to defeat me. Screw that. And Count Dooku has to abandon her and try to kill her. And then we get to see scenes of her past, of her being a Jedi, question mark, because I feel like we did not get enough of that.
It's almost like,
at least I don't know,
like put into the academy, but kind of never made it to knighthood. Maybe was a Padawan, but
yeah, I don't know. I don't know about it. That's a good question. I don't know if we have information about it. I'm actually kind of interested now that we're talking about it. Well, I am interested, but like now that we're talking about it, I'm like, maybe we should look into that because I don't really know. But you have her turn around to where she becomes a bounty hunter, still kind of bad, and then she kind of goes through this phase where she's like doing good things, even as a bounty hunter, where she's like doing her jobs, but like not doing it in a bad way, like some bounty hunters do. And then obviously we continue forward. You have the book that we talked about, the Quinlan Voss. That's go listen to our fucking recap of that book. We turned a 14-hour book into an hour and a half. Like you get the full story, full breakdown, and everything. Yeah, phenomenally written character all the way through till now. I don't know what the fuck's going on now. Whatever they chose to do, she died. Spoilers, I guess, and then she's back to life. Question mark from the Night Sisters.
I don't love that, but you know.
Don't know what that means, but that aside, you take that away, and then you take away the Bad Batch, so it just doesn't make sense. Phenomenal character. A character that didn't need so much story that we got so much story for.
Yeah.
And great. It was great the whole time. So, number 12 for a reason. It's funny because the list that we covered, which is why we're doing this video, she was number 50 on that list. We put her at 12.
Yeah, they fucking suck.
Yeah. What a win for Ventress, though.
I'm not going to shout them out either, so.
I don't remember who it was either. But what a win for Ventress. Now, number 11 on our list.
Captain Rex.
Just missed the top 10. What isn't there to say?
Look at this guy. Dude, look at him. Just look at him. The only thing that can make this dude better is if he wasn't blue. I'm just not the biggest fan. Like, I like... It, for some reason, though, this blue is really nice. I don't know what color blue this is, but it's really, really nice. But...
It's an interesting comment. I really like the blue.
Well, I'm not a big blue guy. I know I'm wearing blue right now, but I'm not the biggest blue guy. But, dude, yeah. The battles won. The fucking, the headpiece. The double infusion of the Phase 1 and Phase 2 helmet, the dual pistols, the fearlessness, the his ability to just absolutely be aura.
Aura.
He is just aura. Motherfucker means so much business that he shaved his head. So I don't want to fuck with this shit. Stands up to Master Krell. Just fuck that guy.
On Krell. He's going to be our number 1, just so you guys know. Spoilers. Alright, you want to keep talking about his aura? Can I move to number 10?
We might as well move on. We'll be here all night.
Number
10. Cracking into the top 10.
Cracking into the top 10.
Sports Center.
Number 10. Number 10.
That's such an aura to be at 10. Number 10. The Count. Maybe one of the most interesting stories in the entire Star Wars universe. Like, growing up, being born to a rich family, finding out that he's Force sensitive, his father hating him for it, sending him to the academy, growing up, accidentally going back to his home planet, finding out that the family that basically runs the planet is his family. He's to go back to the Jedi Order, starts to hate what they're doing, leaves to go back to rule his planet, becomes a Sith Lord, and then starts the Separatist movement with the likes of Sidious. And proceeds to not give a fuck who, where, when, or how many people are fighting him. he's going to put one hand behind his back and fuck your day up. Doesn't even give a shit. I knew that this dude had endless aura when the Night Sisters were blinded him, and he was still whooping their ass. Oh my god, dude.
Still beat them 3v1, blind, and impaired.
On top of that, having the best lightsaber in Star Wars history. The only person who can rival with him, in my mind, is a Legends character. who lived 3,000 years before he did. Not that long, but a while. No, actually, probably 2 or 3.
It might have been 4.
I don't know.
You're on par. Piece of shit person Count Dooku is. Yeah, but
speciest. I wonder if speciest is a real thing, or if I just like I don't.
Well, it's probably a real thing. I mean, you know.
Well, I guess what I mean by real is that like it's not real in the sense of like on Earth we can't be like speciest.
I mean, we could.
Oh no, it is, but for us it just means humans being superior to other animals. But we just are. Like our brains are just superior. Like you know what I mean? Like for them it's not the case. Like there are species that are smarter than them.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. One of the best duelists of all time. Still doesn't beat Yoda. I feel like he should, but he can't.
I think he's afraid because I don't think he wants to kill him.
Yeah, I don't think so either. He's kind of in a weird spot where he's like not 100% bad. You know what I mean?
No, he just wants people to believe what he believes, and he'll go almost to the end to make you feel that way and think that way. But if you don't, he'll try to get out of there.
Yeah.
But
yeah, top tier character, obviously. Love Christopher Lee. What an excellent person to play his character.
Dude, we could talk about Christopher Lee for another 20 minutes. You want to, or just like a quick snapshot?
I mean, we have before, but if you want to do the...
I mean, just the quickest possible. Number 1, played in 3,000 movies. Number 2, was in a rock band. Number 3, he was a special force agent officer during World War II for the British Royal. I don't know, one of them, maybe French. Was knighted, married a princess, or no, he was offered a princess and turned it down.
Offered a princess is a crazy term that you just said.
And then is related. Who's he related to? He's related to like a king. Like he's a 14th removed ancestor of a king. But he literally turned down like a marriage proposal from a king in like Scotland or something, or one of those, you know, like kill countries. Dude, it's just one of the craziest lives of all time. On top of playing Count Dooku, he was in Lord of the Rings, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I mean, just the list goes on and on. He's fantastic.
Yeah. All right, moving to number 9.
Sir Christopher Lee, by the way, because he was knighted.
Moving on to number 9 on our list.
His Apprentice. That's happened a lot. Where the master and then immediately follows the apprentice.
Yeah, we're going to see that again. Eventually.
Number 9, Qui-Gon. I mean, he is Plo Koon with more story. And we talk about him all the time. I mean, I don't even know if there's anything we can really say that they don't already hear us say all the time. I mean, he's underrated, kind of underused, but they've been doing better.
Underused, but used in the most crucial moments to turn the tide of the story. Like, the turning tide point of the story. Finding the chosen one, finding the person that's going to bring balance, finding the person that's supposed to be this all-powerful being created by the Force. He believed in it. He is the first person to preserve his life after death. He teaches that. The knowledge he possesses, the calm aura that he has, is low-key scarier than just pure aura.
Yeah.
Love Qui-Gon. I've always loved Qui-Gon. Liam Neeson, great choice for that. Yeah, top tier. Again, we talk about it all the time, so we're gonna move on.
Yeah, but enough said. Number 8.
Number 8.
Yoda. I feel like he's a tricky character because he's such a good character. He's the Grandmaster. He's a very he's a very unique character. Just about everybody knows who he is. Uniqueness beyond uniqueness, and somehow I still feel like he's an underrated character in a weird way because I guess normal fans and even semi-notable semi-knowledgeable fans don't know the powers that this dude possesses and how just dumbed down I think he even just some of the things he does in canon that I feel like he pulls punches. The only time we ever see him not pull punches is against Sidious, and Sidious is losing the fight, so he has to throw shit at him until basically it becomes a size fight, and he lost the size fight.
I think he doesn't hold back when he fights R2-D2.
Yeah.
I don't know what he was smoking on Dagobah, but it was something crazy.
900 years.
I love the scenes with him and Luke in Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah.
I love the size doesn't matter. He proves to Luke that it doesn't matter. Yeah. I love the scenes in Empire Strikes Back. I think the most with Yoda, outside of the Clone Wars, because Clone Wars, him seeing Order 66, doing all the stuff with Qui-Gon, top tier Clone Wars arc. Love Yoda. Yeah.
I would love a Tales of Yoda, and it just be 6 episodes about him.
We could have seasons upon seasons of a Yoda show. Because he's fucking 900 years old.
Yeah.
You could have 8 seasons. And the 8 seasons go through the first 800 years. 100 years per season. And then you have all the movies. And that's his 900 years. You know what I mean? You literally could do that.
Yeah. And I wouldn't even be mad.
No, not at all. That's the Star Wars, we want to see. That kind of Star Wars. Give me something that we don't have. Give me something that I don't know. Don't fill in gaps of crap that's we kind of know already. Give me something like that. That'd be really cool. Love Yoda. Yeah. Yeah, endless possibilities for a character like him. That's ridiculous. Why is it like that? Love it. So, number 7.
This was probably, for me, one of the toughest people on the list because the sequels absolutely drop him. And then the lack of ability for them to show true power of a character in live action. And I can't tell you how hopeful I am for Mandalorian Season 4, the Mandalorian and Grogu movie, and the Ahsoka Season 2. Just the idea of getting Luke back and showing the possibility, like, just even a little bit of the power that we know that he could possess, he could jump 4 spots on this fucking list. And it's upsetting because, like, I've read different comics and obviously the books that I've read and we've read and stuff, and Luke is just a different person. He's yeah. It's so upsetting to see what they did, and I keep seeing videos. Just every time I feel like we're done with it, I keep seeing more about people defending 789 and defending Luke as a character and the decisions they make and the decisions he makes, and it genuinely makes me want to throw up every time I see anything. Like, it genuinely makes my stomach upset and makes my head hurt. Like,
you have a character that, even if they don't captivate the power that he possesses in 4, 5, and 6, because of the time period, because of when the movies were made, okay, it's fine. You have the journey of the character that has the little, like, spot where he doesn't know, he's confused with the light and the dark because of his dad, and he overcomes that. He brings his father back to the light because that's where he needs to be, that's where he should be. And just the journey we see with this character, just from on a basic level. And then you have all this Legends content surrounding him that's just like how powerful it is, how powerful he became, what significance he means to the galaxy, just to come out with 789. And, like, I don't want to say we use 789 to put him lower on this list. The problem that I personally have with it is the translation from Legends to canon is really bad with his character.
Yeah.
And it's like, The Mandalorian showed us a glimpse of what we can get.
Dude,
really hoping.
So smooth, too.
Really hoping we move forward. We get more Luke. Obviously, like, we still have 789. I don't know if that's ever going to go away or whatever. It doesn't matter. You have some room to do a little bit of good before 789. And it's like, all right, give us that good. Give us something that we deserve for this character.
Yeah.
But we have him at number 7. Hopefully we get more. I would love to move him up this list, but for right now, he's at 7. So moving on to number 6. One of the most beloved characters in all of Star Wars, Ahsoka Tano. Practically the main character of the Clone Wars. Again, back practically, she's involved with the majority of it. Her journey from being a reckless little kid to still being a little kid at the fucking end of the show, just crazy. The growth we see from Ahsoka is absurd. You see her the first time, you're like, who's this whiny little kid? And then, of course, it's Anakin's Padawan. It makes sense. Move forward. And then the significant weight that she has throughout the Clone Wars, throughout Rebels, even currently, like, it's absurd. It means so much to the story. I think, I've said it before, I think that she could have played a heavier role if she didn't leave the Order. I think she was a pivotal point for Anakin when she left and all that went down. Love Ahsoka to death. Top tier character for a reason.
Yeah, dude, she kind of is, ever since the Clone Wars came out, it's kind of always just been there. And I feel like we've been critical of her before. I do think there's this grouping of fans that, I don't want to be too negative because she deserves to be here and I love this character. There are a group of fans though that I feel like have just adopted her as their favorite character, and I guess in a weird way, it just makes me mad because she's become sort of this like bandwagon character. I don't know how else to put it, just because I feel like a lot more people got into Star Wars after the last season of the Clone Wars came out, and obviously it's heavily fucking Ahsoka friendly and centered, and I mean, dude, there's 3 episodes in that show that are 3 of the highest rated episodes of all time, and they're strictly involving Ahsoka, and I feel like she's gotten this mass attention now, and I almost don't want to give her to other people. I want to keep her as this Clone Wars character that a casual fan didn't even know who she was. Like I want to keep a hold of her. Like, you guys can have Grogu, take him. Like I want to hold him. I like. She's such a good character, and I'm very interested to see how she turns out. I will say, I'm gonna put me down for I am a green and gold Ahsoka person though. I know you're a blue guy. I am a green and gold Ahsoka lightsaber fan though.
Absolutely not. She has blue on her. She is blue.
You chose the picture.
No, I meant like she has blue, like
her tender. I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she.
And I just think it looks so good with her.
You're just saying that. You're just
you're
just a blue whore.
Look at this picture though. It's just top tier.
But shit, it's the green and gold.
But yeah, I get what you're saying with the aspect of I've had to watch Ahsoka become the little whiny brat to be the person that she is. And that's the journey that makes me love the character so much. And I feel like that's not appreciated as much as just how good she is at the end. And I feel like more people are just like, she's just like the best. And it's like, well, no, she's not. But also, like, she had to get there, and the journey is the better part.
I feel like they get to appreciate peak and then post-peak Ahsoka when they didn't have to go through the training of Ahsoka and learn to love a character that's supposed to be like the annoying little sister. And like, I don't think there was ever a point where I disliked Ahsoka. But I feel like before season 7, she was not a character that was a mainstream loved character, because just not too many people had seen the Clone Wars all the way through. And even if they did, like, most people are still just the little Anakin fanboys that most people are. And ever since that last season came out, and those triple episodes that went like 9-8, 9-8, 9-9, 9-9, whatever the fuck they went, she's just become like, and then obviously she got the Ahsoka show because of that, but she's just blown up, and I don't want to let her be a mainstream loved character. I just don't want that. It's like this weird dynamic. I don't know how to explain it either. Like, yeah, I don't know. I don't
Okay.
I don't want her to be ruined by pop culture, and I think it's too late.
Time will tell.
All right.
Moving on to our top 5. Top 5.
Darth Sidious.
The guy playing chess while everybody else hasn't even opened the checkers board. Talk about intelligence in a person. Darth Sidious. Talk about it. Anyways, talk about intelligence in a person.
Would be known as Darth Vader.
And then on top of it, being one of the best duelists ever, masters all 7 forms of lightsaber combat, can cheat death. does everything.
And he's still alive. It seems in your anger that you killed her.
And then on top, and then on top of it, being intelligent, and then just physically, doesn't look physically capable, but he is being physically capable, and then the manipulativeness of him is just insane. Like, we get to see, he doesn't even have to do anything. I mean,
dude, he's just the best Among Us player of all time. He's just Among Us.
He's like, yeah, it's definitely not me. I'm in this, and people would believe him. Like, they did. Thousands and thousands of people believed him. He didn't even have to do anything other than just tell Anakin, he's gonna kill me. Like, obviously there's so much that builds up to that, but dude, he just finds Anakin at 9 years old when Qui-Gon does, and just starts like basically whispering shit to him, like, hey, they don't trust you, they don't like you, this and that, just constantly. And that's all I had to do. He didn't even have to do anything other than that, and then just used Anakin the rest of the time.
Yeah, it's
just crazy.
He's like, it's kind of weird. Like, before we started doing this podcast, I guess I'd never really thought more deeply than, who's a better character, Anakin, Obi-Wan? Who's a better character, like, Luke? Like, I never really thought about it, and then, like, after we started doing this podcast, I really started thinking about how good of a character and how high-end of a character Darth Sidious, like, really is. And, like, how much he actually mean. Like, I guess I'd never really thought about it. Like he's the fifth best Star Wars character. Like, he's ahead of Luke, Yoda, Qui-Gon, Count Dooku, Captain Rex, Mace Windu. Like, he is... Sorry, my fucking shit's all fucked up. But, he's just... He's just so captivating. He's disgusting, but also, like, a friendly grandfather, and wants to be your helper because, you know, he knows he can get something out of you. And him to twist the Jedi and basically play with his food and dangle car keys in front of them and just pull them away like they're toddlers. Like, it's more than just playing chess, dude. Like, he's like playing chess. Go ahead.
He puts an entire galaxy to their knees. Like, just absurd. One of my favorite memes is, I don't know if anybody else has seen it, but I know you'll know what I'm talking about, is of the old guy. I think he's like a Pixar character or some shit. He's playing chess, and it's like Palpatine making a move as the Republic, and then he walks over to the other side of the table, and he's like Palpatine making a move as a Separatist. And it's just like, dude, motherfucker was controlling both sides the entire Clone Wars. Like, it's just absurd.
Yeah.
Like, it's nuts. Puts you at the number 5 spot, if I tell you.
Yeah. Wasn't afraid to make a move. I don't think he was afraid of anybody. And like...
Well, that was...
Good.
So, with it's a Legends book, but with the Darth Plagueis novelization, we both read it, and Plagueis chooses Sidious as his apprentice because he's like, yeah, we need to make a move on the Republic, and we need somebody that can become a senator, do this and do that, infiltrate from the inside. And he knew that Sidious could do it. And that's why he chose him. And then on top of it, like we talked about earlier, Sidious mastered all 7 forms of lightsaber combat, has abilities that people can't even dream to have. Like, just absurd. And it's like, and at the same time, he could be a politician. And a good one at that.
Yeah.
Like, well, for his respected role as a politician. Yeah, not a liked one, but whatever. Actually, he was, because he was manipulative in that way to be a liked politician, even though he was pulling strings that should not make you a liked politician. But
even when he
whatever, man.
turned the republic into a galactic empire, like they cheered. Like
he literally had people swayed to be like, yeah, this is a good idea. Obviously, not everybody, but a lot of people. It's insane. All right, moving on to our number 4 spot.
Darth Maul. Aura points like crazy. And here's another motherfucker that people they took away from us. I really don't like people who haven't seen the Clone Wars, haven't seen Rebels, who love and or Darth Maul as their favorite character. Because I'm like, I just want to shake him to death and just be like, dude, you don't even know the best part about your favorite character. Like, the best parts of Darth Maul are not what you've seen. Like,
yeah, I agree.
His live action appearance is dog shit compared to legitimately everything else that he's in. Other than
which is crazy because he's a part of one of the best lightsaber duels of all time.
Yeah, and what's crazy is that if it only if you took the other lightsaber fights that he's been in animation and made them live action, they would be better. And it's one of those things that's weird that because it's live action, that fight is regarded so well, and the meanings behind it, the music, I get it, blah blah blah. But like his fight against Ahsoka in the last season of the Clone Wars, his fight against Obi-Wan in the desert, his fight against Obi-Wan in the Clone Wars 7 times, the best parts of the character are not even the shit that you like about the character. Like, it angers me so much. He's someone that pop culture took away from us.
Yeah. I do think, from the perspective that you're arguing against, you have a character in 1999 just appear, and he's just menacing as hell. Says like 6 words the entire time. Just pure aura. And like he said, not even the best part. Not even close. It's the best part.
Shout out to my boy Sam Witwer. Would love to meet you.
Yeah. Love to have you on here, man. Sam Witwer, voice actor for Darth Maul, for Darth Sidious, for fucking everything that he's done with Star Wars. Phenomenal.
That dude almost cares too much about Star Wars.
Yeah, he's outspoken about things. He's respectable about it. Probably a little bit more respectful than we are about certain things, but he'll say his opinion, and I like that. But yeah, he turned a character that was menacing in his own way and evolved a character into somebody that is a top 4 character in a franchise. Like, just absurd.
Yeah.
Love Maul. Definitely deserves to be here. Not because of the movies. Because of the Clone Wars. Because of Rebels. Because of the Darth Maul show that we're going to get, probably. Sam Witwer would not do that if it wasn't going to be good. I truly believe that.
Yeah.
So.
There's also a rumor that we might be getting a Darth Maul prequel, and I don't even know what that means at this point.
I did not know that, so that'd be interesting.
There was a weird leak thing that there's a chance that we're going to get a Phantom Menace Maul, and then a post whatever we're going to say the Shadow Lord is a part of. After,
yeah, I mean, I feel like the Shadow Lord could be more than one season.
Yeah.
It's only a year after Order 66. I think it could be more than one season easily. Yeah, I would not be mad if we got more Maul. Like we've said before, we wish we'd get out of the Skywalker saga, learn about some more things, new characters. But like Maul's a character where it's like, all right, like you got Sam Witwer, you got all the pieces together, you're gonna make good content. I'm not mad about it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So ready to crack into our top three.
The podium.
Number 3.
I bet you no one was expecting this.
You know what? If you were paying attention to our shows, our videos, the movies, R2D2 has always been there. He's been the backbone the whole fucking time.
And like it's funny because there's always the jokes that like Star Wars is actually told through the lens of R2D2 and not through the eyes of anybody, and
yeah,
it means more than what people think. Like the show does kind of run through the shows and the movies, like run through kind of like where's R2D2? That's where we're at. Guess where the story's at. Like.
Do you think R2D2 is as good as he is because he's the one telling the story?
I mean,
that's hilarious. But yeah, so if you guys don't know, George Lucas wanted to kind of end Star Wars with, well, he was going to make the original 7, 8, 9. But he had a script and everything, and the ending of it was going to be R2D2 basically telling us the whole story, right? He was the guy telling this entire story from a galaxy far, far away. And it's kind of hilarious because he was there constantly. He was always there. And you don't know why the sequels don't make sense? Because R2D2 wasn't telling the story because he was asleep. He was asleep throughout the entire 7th movie. So to me, it sounds like he wasn't the one telling the story. So not canon. Yeah. R2D2 literally was the backbone the entire time. He was always there and needed him. He did everything. He was crucial time and time again.
Crucial and cruel.
Yeah.
I still think one of the funniest things that he ever did was when in episode 2 when C-3PO gets attached to a droid and R2D2 like pops his head off and then just drags his shit through the fucking pit. On Geonosis, and I'm just like, yo, you didn't have to drag his fucking head through the goddamn sand.
Yeah. One of my favorite scenes is in the 3rd movie in Revenge of the Sith when they're on Grievous's ship and he's fighting the super battle droids and he fucking defeats them. He shoots like oil on him and then fucking launches his little jet thingies and catches him on fire and destroys him. Like, it's pretty fucking cool. And then
so nonchalant that he just walked back up and like, yo, what the fuck you guys need? Stop yelling at me.
It's like, yeah, I'm getting the elevator. Calm down. Yeah, love R2. He's always been there. If you don't think he's a critical character, if you don't think he's high on this list, he may not be your 3, but if you don't think he deserves to be up there, I don't think you're really paying attention to R2. Man. Unfortunately. So
that's why he's the
all right now. Number two. Number 2.
Space Jesus.
Space Jesus himself. Obi-Wan Kenobi.
What luscious hair.
Oh yeah. I chose this picture intentionally.
I mean, do we have to say anything?
See, we've been talking a lot this whole time, but now the last couple were kind of just like they speak for themselves.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it's Obi-Wan Kenobi. I mean, he has an argument to be won, and it's crazy to even say that because it's called the name of the chunk of time that we're a part of is named after a character. And I wouldn't even be mad if Obi-Wan was your number 1 character. He's been through thick and thin. He's always there. He tries to be a good Jedi. Is an example of the best Jedi.
Mans went through the hardest life, and he never turned. Mm-hmm. Never even came close. Never even came.
Are we gonna cry in this episode? Yeah, no, just I don't know. I don't know. I just seen him like it's made me really think a lot about Star Wars and what it means to me and to us, and just growing up and loving Star Wars and playing outside and fighting and reenacting scenes and stuff like that. Like, Star Wars is just it's one of a kind, and it's touched so many people that it's got to the point where like it almost feels more than life in a weird way. Like, if you put me on a rocket and shot me to a different solar system, and like Star Wars
to a galaxy far away,
it would be like if they were just like we were just like reading a history book in a weird way. Like,
Star Wars takes you to a place unimaginable, to a literal galaxy far away. Like, Star Wars made this universe to captivate imagination, and they did it in like such a beautiful way that like anything's possible, everything's possible, anything's out there, and it's beautiful.
Yeah.
We haven't even finished this list yet.
Well,
might as well just wrap it up now.
Let's get
best character in Star Wars right here.
Darth Vader and Anakin, probably the most notable character in cinema history. He's captivated generations of audiences, is the best villain of all time, if not the best character of all time in general. He's so recognizable. He's a character that no one ever gets tired of. A character
recognized.
Most people would love to see more of.
He's recognized from his breathing.
He's recognized by his outline. He's recognized by his
He's a menace.
Plate. He's recognized by his lightsaber. He's recognized by his anything. You could show me any part of this guy, and he's recognizable. He's so just in tuned with pop culture and cinema and film. He's truly the greatest character ever created. I don't know even what else to say. Like, the stories about him and his journey through life, through the Skywalker saga, with the ups and downs of what that's been over the last, 50 years. It's so crazy to think about that they're approaching 50 years.
50 years of Star Wars is crazy. What year is 50? 27? Yeah, we're entering 26. We're already in 26, actually, when this comes out.
We're way in.
Already in 26.
The second one.
Yeah, this is part 2. Part 1 came out for our first episode in 2026. Yeah, literally, we're a year away from 50 years of Star Wars. And it doesn't look like it's going to end anytime soon. It doesn't have to. You created something that could go on for eternity. You really did. George Lucas created something that you could make forever.
And the thing with George Lucas is, I know that he hasn't fully moved on, but in a way he's moved on, and he's doing other things, and he's opening up that exhibit soon, and it's nice to see him somewhat move on, but somewhat still care. But just to think about George Lucas and at this point kind of undervaluing what he's brought and downright the disrespect that some, like, even content creators give him for giving them a platform to say bad things about him when he created the best character of all time and probably the best franchise of all time, if not a top 3 franchise of all time.
I think it's absolutely top 3. Personally, I think it is, but obviously we're doing this. We do this for a reason because we think that. But yeah, literally just insane. He created this universe that, like we said, has had meaning for 50 years. It will continue to have meaning. Most iconic villain of all time, iconic character of all time, iconic music, iconic visuals, iconic just weapon. Like a lightsaber, a weapon. Like, it's insane.
Yeah, shout out John Williams. R.I.P. to James Earl Jones.
Yeah.
David.
I almost cried when I saw that. When James Earl Jones passed, I almost cried. I was scrolling, I think I was on Instagram, I fucking like damn near just lost it. Yeah. I was like, damn.
And I want to say, as a person in the community, I want to personally say sorry to Hayden Christensen, and congratulations for getting the love that you finally deserve. And
dude,
you can look at this role as enjoyment and that people care. And I don't know what all you went through, but I'm glad you stuck through it to allow people to enjoy the things that you did. And
shout out to everybody that's ever played Anakin, because it's happened to everybody that has played this character. Yeah. Like the slander that all these characters or all these people have gotten for this character, like, I feel like it's just so underappreciated and so undervalued, and just not understanding the Anakin side to this character enough. And yeah, like you said, just way to stick it out, guys, all of you.
Man.
Jake Lloyd, Hayden Christensen, everybody. And yeah, when Jake Lloyd came out and was like talking about it all, and how he talks about now how he likes Star Wars, like, that's just so nice to see. Hayden coming out for Star Wars Celebration and just crying on stage because everybody's just cheering for him. Like, yeah. They needed this shit so much earlier than what it got. Like, when media wasn't as big, or like you kind of just got critic voices instead of fan voices, like in 2005 and shit like that. Like, it's so nice to see these guys stick through life to get to the point now where they're like they felt appreciated.
Yeah.
Love it. I'm so like sad and then also happy to see it.
Mm-hmm.
So,
well, we really hope you did enjoy our top 50 list. Like I said in the last video, I'd love to hear the insights, the comments. Tag as many people as you can and as you want. Tag creators to try to react to it. I'd love to get shit on the internet, and then for us to make hateful videos back. So, but yeah, want to say thank you to George Lucas.
Creating a masterpiece.
It's
big, beautiful story.
Yeah. Just, this was kind of a long process of videos and ideas, and it's kind of nice to be over with it. And, I think we made a pretty good list. So, yeah. Like I said, please do comment, hate on us, love us, whatever you want to do. Definitely mention people that we missed. I know there's already a couple that we're thinking of that probably wouldn't. I don't think our top 30 to 40 would have been changed, but maybe some in that bottom 10. But I still think we did pretty well. So, got anything else?
I'm good.
All right. This has been Mind Trick Media. We'll see you guys next week.